All right, distance learners, we don't have much time left in class because we were really getting under the area and volume in here. But I am going to go through, just discuss some of these, and then I think tomorrow I'll record a couple of them in full if you're getting stuck on homework. All right, so I think we'll just do a discussion. Like, I'll give you some hints. And then there is one FRQ I'll do in full tomorrow. But this first one, 2014, is very doable. So it doesn't need much discussion. It's just finding the volume of the solid when we go on a horizontal line. It's a nice dx, okay? And that is the line y equals 4. You'd go down here. You'd be like, oh, washers. But it'd be very doable. So we're not going to discuss part A. Part B is the cross section. Isosceles right triangle with length. What are you just going to put in front of your integral? 1/2, and your side will be top minus bottom. It'll be fine. Don't forget to square it. So this one doesn't require much in terms of me helping you. I'm going to leave that one. So let's go to the next one. By the way, after each one is a key, which is why your packet's so long. It's got the scoring rubric right after it. All right, the next one up is, and again, we're just perusing this. You don't need to write anything down. I just want to kind of, all right, this one was a huge issue in 2016. There's always one FRQ where kids come back and they're like, what was up with the funnel? That was 2016. 2017 is like, what's up with that potato? In 2018, there's always a weirdo. This was the one that got them because it wasn't asked in a typical way. All right, so this is the one I'm going to do in full in a video tomorrow. All right, so you can just log on. I'll just link it right below. All right, so we're not going to talk about the funnel. We're going to move on to 2018. And again, this isn't all, I always mix stuff in because it's a random review. How do we find an average rate of change? You know, an instantaneous is a derivative. It's the slope of a tangent line. The average is the slope of the secant line. Do you remember how we find the slope of the secant line? F of B minus F of A over B minus A. Okay, so that's just a memory thing, but fairly easy question. This was 2018's number 5. Do we know how to find the slope of a tangent line? How do you find the slope of a tangent line? Take the derivative. That was a product. What rule would you use? Product rule. You can't see the, it was as like e to the x cosine x or something like that. So you'd use product rule. That one shouldn't stump you. Okay, the ones that are going to stump you. Now it says absolute min. Right? You will already have taken the derivative in the previous part. What are you going to say your derivative equal to? 0 to find the critical values. You're going to put them not on the sign line for absolute. Where are you going to put them? I should stand closer to my mic. Sorry. Where are you going to put them? On a table. Who else is going on your table? The endpoints. Once you have all critical at turning points and the endpoints, you plug them in. The one that gives you the biggest output is your max, the smallest, your min. All right, that is not a hard question. You're prepped for that. This one, you end up getting 0 over 0. I'm just going to tell you. What skill do you think you're going to launch into when you get a limit that's 0 over 0? Yep, L'Hopital. Wasn't down yesterday's? Yeah, some of them might be a repeat. Sorry. You know what? If this whole FRQ is, isn't it? Because yesterday was 2018. You can skip this one. Did you do okay on it? Unless you didn't do the 2018 yet. Sorry about that. Next one. This is 2017. Okay, tabular, graphical. All right. So you noticed it's not calculator active. It's a number 6. It's the last one they had. They called this functions everywhere. They always get a name when they brief us on them. And so they get, this one was called functions everywhere. Because you have G prime, you have H, you can get H prime. How would you get H prime off the graph of H? Slopes. Then they gave you F as an explicit analytic function, right? So we've got 3 going and 3 derivatives. So we're at 6 functions, correct? Now when it says to find the slope of the tangent line to the graph of f, what skill are you going to use? Multiple ones, but what are they? If you had to take the derivative of that, what skill? Chain rule, then e to the u. Derivative e to e. This is doable, right? You guys shouldn't be going, ah! The funnel one, you'd be going, ah! But these are doable, all right? So that's the slope of the tangent line at pi. Oh, now they're giving me another function. So, and that's what they call functions everywhere. It's h of f of x. What skill are they testing if they ask you to find k prime when k is a function inside of a function? Chain rule, right? We do the derivative of the outside, leave the guts, times the derivative of the guts. This will be off of the graph table. We good? All right, so that's a chain rule. Now watch what else they do to you. Another one. So m is the product of two functions. What are they testing you on? The what rule? Product rule, but within the product rule, what's d first? Chain. G prime of negative 2x, yes, times negative 2. See, is this one fairly easy, kind of, you think? I do too. They probably ended on a high note here, unless you don't know functions. Now, just read this question, even though you can't see the stem anymore. Is there a c such that its derivative equals negative 4? Hello, existence theorem. Hello, which one? Probably the MBT. Why did I say the MBT? Because it's about a derivative. Okay? Now, sometimes, particles. All right, so I'm going to do the funnel one. You guys can skip the 2018 if you did it yesterday. So that was 2018, number 5, right? Go ahead and skip that. Hopefully, distance learners, you watch this so you know you don't have to do that same problem again. All right. Have a good one, guys.